Yeah, I'm the Suffolk Ram.
Skazz, yes.
Welcome to episode 292 of the Roundhouse Podcast.
292.
Yay! And it's nice and
This one with
light.
actual audio.
Yeah, it's actual audio, yes. It's nice and light, and it's actually starting to warm up finally. It was almost warm enough to sit outside today.
Really? I mean, it's that bad.
Well, I mean,
It's just quite nice.
Yeah,
Minus the drizzle we've had the last couple of days.
yeah. Not too bad, I suppose. Not too bad.
I mean, unless you're looking for, like, Ram stood there with his grass skirt, with his, because you were doing all that work in your garden.
Yeah.
And now you are an old man, so you're going to be feeling it.
That is true.
So I'm like, imagine, like, oh, yes, now I'm nearly warm enough to go outside. It's like, mate, it's only been a few days. You're not dead yet.
Yeah. Yep. As Skazz alluded, Ram has turned 40 this week, so it's now the slow decline down to death.
Slow.
I've reached the midpoint, I think. I'm now going to start. It's all downhill from now on.
That happened fast, mate, I tell you.
This is basically what this is. Is of a working week, I'm now midday Wednesday.
Oh, mate. If you're lucky. Touch wood.
Yeah, slow thing. So, but it's all right. I got bought a sheep. Can't be bad.
Wait, that you got actual?
Yes, mother has bought me a sheep.
Where are you putting it, Ram?
Oh, on the farm. He's going to live up there.
I was going to say, please tell me that. Like, oh yeah, and all of a sudden I start hearing a kind of an extra set of clipping along in the background. It's like,
yeah.
So that's not dog claws.
No.
What is that?
No. I have heard that noise because when I've had to help out with like orphan lambs and stuff, you've had them in the house. You hear them sort of tapping around. It's quite interesting.
Oh, bless him.
Bless him.
Bless him.
Yeah. It's like, oh, thanks, mother.
So, what a surprise! I mean, were you? Did you help pick it out, or
no? Exactly. So basically, what happened was, so Saturday we went out for my birthday.
As you do,
and we went to see The Sheep Detectives in the cinema. And it was actually a really good film. It's a story about a farmer and a shepherd and his sheep. The shepherd gets murdered, so the sheep decide to solve the crime. Because see, this farmer was a kind-hearted soul, and every evening he used to read stories to his sheep. He used to read them murder mysteries. So the sheep are like, "Oh, we know how to do this because we've listened to all the murder mystery stories. So we're going to solve the crime." Yes.
Question.
Yep.
Is this animated or live action?
It is live action with CGI sheep. Oh. Think like Babe meets Poirot mystery.
All right. Well, for whatever reason, my head just went to Detective Pikachu. So I mean,
yeah, basically similar idea, but with sheep. It's the sheep detective.
Cool.
Detective Pikachu. Yeah, it was really good. It's got Patrick Stewart in it playing an elderly sheep. It's got Bryan Cranston playing a cool sheep.
Right.
Called Sebastian. It's got Chris. Do you know the IT crowd, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You know Roy, the not the other guy in the downstairs, in the basement.
Not Moss.
Not Moss, the other guy. He plays Merino sheep. He's in it.
It's quite a cast, then.
It's quite a spread of cast. It's got it's quite a spread of cast. It's got two Norfolk horns called Ronnie and Reggie.
Right.
Who constantly get into fights. Who constantly get into fights.
Of course they do.
They do, yeah. Oh, I love their characters. They see if they've done the season, they go, "Oh, I want to bash it. I want to bash it so bad."
Yep, that's about right.
Yeah. So it was a very fun little film. Very surprisingly funny. It's set in the UK. It's actually a German book that was set in Ireland, and then they've set it into the UK for the film version. And he's talking about stars of the cast. You know who plays the shepherd? Hugh Jackman.
You.
No, not me. Hugh Jackman plays the shepherd. Wolverine is the shepherd. Why? Well, isn't it weird? How you got Wolverine, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine as a shepherd, and you got Patrick Stewart, who normally plays Charles Xavier as a sheep.
Yeah. That cast is a bit. What the fuck?
Bear in mind, Hugh Jackman gets murdered quite early on in the
What's the rating on it?
Oh, it's I think it's PG.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, it is a kids' film. We went to the cinema, but I don't care. It was fun.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We went to the cinema, and while we're watching, all the adverts come up, and his mother says to me, "These aren't usually the trailers we get when we watch I'll go watch a film, because they usually also use a kids' film." Talking about random crossovers, do you know what we had a trailer for? Right, as is always, because Holly likes to milk things to death. There's a new Minions movie coming out. What I did not expect was it's going to be Minions summon Cthulhu. And I'm not joking. They summon Cthulhu, like a cartoonized version of Cthulhu. I did not expect that to see that as a crossover.
No, I'm having a hard time processing it because I fucking hate the Minions.
Yeah, and they've took a cool concept and summoned it.
I hope they all die.
They don't call him Cthulhu, but it's clearly Cthulhu. When you look at I thought that's Necronomicon. That looks like Cthulhu. And then, they did summon Cthulhu. Okay, fair enough. Right, okay, fair enough. But anyway, move away from Minions. Sheep Detectives, really good film. Really fun film.
Cool.
Yeah, so yes, it's...
So did your folks just think of it just because it's, sheep themed? They were like, you know what, ram it like that.
No, I saw the trailer came out. It got recommended to me. YouTube knows me well. After watching a Project Hail Mary trailer, it recommended the Sheep Detectives. It knows me.
I mean, I can see it. I can see the leap. There's a bit of a jump, but I get it.
Someone's done a crossover movie poster, and it's a picture of the sort of, I don't know if you've seen the Hail Mary poster where you got Ryan Gosling sort of at a funny angle, sort of floating in space. They photoshopped him out and replaced it with a lamb, and it says Project Hail Mary had a little lamb. Yeah. So I was like,
I'm just imagining the Venn diagram of the crossover there between Project Hail Mary and the Sheep Detective, and there's fucking you.
Yeah, it's basically me. I can't imagine there's many other crossovers in there. But we got to see Walter White as a sheep. That's always something that's always good. And
fucking meth.
Hence why my new sheep is going to be called Sebastian.
Okay.
after Sebastian the sheep from the Sheep Detectives, because he's the cool sheep.
Okay. Well, there you go. Now we've got the story. We'll have to check in on old Sabby every now and then.
Yeah, little Sebastian. He's a ram as well, an intact ram.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's going to be having fun.
Have you got? Is he going to be is he the only sheep you've got?
He is the only sheep I've got. He's the only sheep I've got. Yes, I did have quite a big. I had a flock at one point, but they all went to the great grass in the sky, or as the Sheep Detective would say, they all became clouds.
Well, yeah, I mean, sheep are only clouds that fell out of the sky.
No, and their sort of religion is that sheep, all when they don't die, they become clouds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the sort of what the sheep do is they have the ability just to forget things. So when if things are too upsetting, they just forget it. They just erase it from their memory.
Lucky bastards.
Well, there's one sheep called who's played by Chris Dowd, the Roy from IT. He's called Mopple, but he can't forget, and it's seen as the other sheep see it like a disability because he can't forget.
Oh wow,
things.
Bless him.
Yeah. So they and so there's this bit where one of the sheep says, "Oh, well, I don't remember my mum and dad becoming clouds. Were you there, Mopple? What was it like? Was it nice?" And he goes, Yeah, it was fine. It was lovely. It was really nice. Yes.
As they end up on a cheap back alley takeaway.
No, because this guy here, he's I spent an alternate amount of time thinking through Sheep Detective's lore. Unfortunately, I woke up Sunday morning, couldn't sleep, so I spent a lot of time thinking about the background lore. I think George was rescued the shepherd, played by Hugh Jackman. That'd be a very different film.
I was going to say that's a bit of a change.
Yeah.
Quite a leap you've made there, Ram.
Yeah. I reckon that he must be rescuing the sheep because there's all these sheep are different breeds. There's all different breeds, and there are lambs. They don't match any of the sheep adults. So I reckon he rescues sheep. That's what I reckon. And he's a
or he's just kind of rocking around the countryside nicking people's sheep.
Oh no, he rescues them because he rescued Sebastian. That's revealed in the story how he rescued him.
Bolt cutters.
No, it's got Emma Thompson in it as well.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, what she does, you'll know. She's one of these actresses who's been in lots of things that you recognise, and then you go, "Oh, it's her," but you don't ever remember the name. It's one of those.
Yeah,
actresses.
I have. To be fair, I have that with so like when you said about the bloke from the IT crowd. Until you said it's the guy from the IT crowd, I was like, well, that doesn't sound like the guy who plays Moss, so it must be the other guy. Like that's all I do. It's like I don't know these people.
There are like a certain group of actors and actresses who you'll see on TV shows. You see them in everything. You see them like popping up in every single TV show. You never know their name. They get around.
I have that with voice actors as well. Like you start to recognise certain voice actors and things, and you're like, "Fucking hell, man! Do you ever have a day off?"
That's because Skazz there's only about like 10 actually decent voice actors out there.
That's probably true. To be honest with you, I'll give you that.
Yeah. I'll send a link to the shoot test later. Skazz can watch and enjoy that.
Marvelous, thank you. Can't wait.
Yeah. So I went to see that, and then last week, this wasn't for my birthday. Last week we went to the Pig and Poultry Fair.
Right.
Stayed overnight there. That's all the latest.
Did you see anything you wanted? So did you pick anything up whilst you were there?
Didn't pick anything up because money. But there was also things
What do
we
you need
wanted.
that for?
There's also things we wanted. We did look at tractors. That was quite exciting. It's always good to look at a tractor. And dream.
Yeah.
And dream.
I just had this vision of you like turning up to work in a tractor.
That would take a long time. They're not very fast.
What the man?
Would take
You just enjoy the journey, mate.
The good news is I don't think it'd fit in the car park.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What do you reckon the parking fine would be for just leaving a fucking tractor in the middle of Norwich City?
I imagine it's the same as any other vehicle, to be honest with you. I don't think they do special ones for tractors.
Well, just because like you're so much more of an inconvenience, they're probably thinking, oh, they'll probably leave you alone. Because they'll be like, how the fuck? Why is there a... What? This is a city. He's in the wrong bit.
If you leave like some attachment that's just covered in lots of blades, that's clearly highly powered, people probably leave you alone.
Well, there you go. That's what you could buy your tractor, and then next year buy your big spinny death thing.
Yeah, have it on the back, and if anyone tailgates me, I can just switch it on and gradually towards their car.
Yeah, exactly. Living the dream, mate. Just it'll take a couple of years to get there. This year, start with the thing that you can drive about in, and the next bit, the thing that you can kind of grind people into a fine pace.
Plus, I could do some sort of like part work. You know how you see the magazines that used to have like a little bit of a model, and every week you gradually build it up. Plus, I could have a tractor. Like first, it comes with a bolt, and then gradually, over the course of like 600 years, you gradually build a tractor.
Challenge accepted. Get it done, man.
But it turns out it only has 3 wheels, so you never thought anyone actually complete it.
Mate. Seriously, this is the thing you've got to do now. I expect to see you get a tractor by the time you turn 50.
You want me to get a tractor by the time 50? I can do that.
You better do.
I can do that. A little tractor.
I mean, I'll probably be dead by the time you turn 50, but...
Nah, you won't. You're going to live forever.
Fucking don't say that.
I could probably get a little Massey 35. They're not too expensive. I get one of those.
What's not too expensive?
About $3,500.
Well, that's pennies, mate. Oh. Your average game will cost that much. Your PC costs near enough that much.
Yeah. I mean, they're not particularly sporty.
Well, what the fuck do you care? It's a tractor.
Yeah. Put it on the road. Just drive it down the road every now and again, just for lols.
Yeah. It's a fuck with people.
Yeah. Bloody farmers, what are you doing today? Nothing. I'm just driving about.
I'm just going for a cruise.
Yeah. What time is rush hour today? Oh, I know where I'm going.
I want to see you take your tractor. I want to see you take your tractor through fucking Mickey's drive-through. Would it fit?
Yes, that would
fit, would it?
Yeah, that would fit. Massive 35s are tiny.
Well, then that's what we're doing. So, by the time Ram turns 50, tiny tractor, Mickey's drive-through. You heard it here first.
Hang on. I've been through
holding him to it.
I've been through a McDonald's air truck with a livestock train on the back.
All right.
That was interesting.
I mean, I could imagine. I mean, they're probably going to get a bit riled up because of the smell. Oh, yes, one of the little cute ones.
Yeah, see, I'll get one of those. And they we went through the drive-through, and we had cows on the trailer, so it was appropriate for McDonald's. Yeah, we get through, we order our stuff, and then carry on drive through, and it just means that the trailer we stopped. We had to stop, meant that the trailer was like level with the drive-through window, so all the people on the cycle just staring to see these cows staring back at them.
It's like, shit, is that what they look like?
Yeah, it's like
what do we use cows for?
They don't usually come like that to us. They're usually a bit smaller. Nah,
mate. Average McDonald's worker probably doesn't even make the connection between a fucking burger patty and a cow.
Well, we do know some McDonald's workers. We could ask the question.
But yeah, I'm almost certain. Even them, they don't know. They don't know. What do you mean, mate? Our fucking meat comes from a packet. No animals were harmed in the process.
Yeah.
And let's be fair, it's a McDonald's burger, so there's probably like Chinese newspapers in it.
That's only if you go to the American McDonald's. The British one's actually slightly, it's actually okay, to be fair, because they have to meet actual standards, whereas the American ones just chuck whatever they feel like in it.
I mean, yeah, we still probably poison ourselves with it, though.
But it does taste nice, though. Big tasty.
Mate, don't you be saying that. Don't you be saying that, because everyone keeps saying to me, mate, McDonald's is really bad for you. It's going to make you die. It's like, well, do you know what else is going to fucking make me die? Life. Yeah. It's going to run out eventually. I'm going to fucking die anyway. And you know what? Cheeseburgers taste good. Just suck a dick.
Oh, mate, the Big Tasties on at McDonald's. I love the Big Tasty. Oh,
I normally have a double quarter pounder with cheese.
That's a good, solid choice. I always have to, there's always that moment when I try to decide, do I have the Big Mac or the double quarter pounder? It's a real hard choice.
The only reason, right, I like Big Tasties, only downside is they usually put in way too much sauce.
Oh, that's what the best I love most about it.
I mean, it's fine if you got like chips in that.
Oh yeah, you just have to eat.
Then you just mop up, don't you? But just fucking, if not, then it just fucking, you know, you're trying to walk home and you've got like fucking Big Tasty sauce all down your face, and you're like, what's all that about?
I suppose nothing. That's more of an issue for you because you have got, you know, a biscuit duster. So
yeah, just, you know, I'm catching the food, mate. Can't let it go to waste, but it also helps grasp me up.
Yeah. Do you have like different parts of your beard with different like sauces in them, so you can like suck a relevant bit if you fancy? Oh, but I have ketchup today.
Yeah, so if I have a bit, if I want a bit, you know, ketchup flavour, it's there. You know, if I want a bit of sriracha at the tip, you know, fucking bit of soy, it's on the other side.
So you're well versatile, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not one of these peasants that just eats salad. Ugh, salad, you know. These people are like, oh, mate, I'm going to eat rabbit food. Puh. No. I eat McDonald's. I eat Chinese. God, dude, that Indian burnt down.
Yes, that was sad. So sad.
I hope they open back up. I loved that place. Dude, that food was so good.
I was at work and I was scrolling. I was on my lunch break. I was scrolling through Reddit and someone had posted it on Casual UK.
Oh, fucking Reddit?
Yeah, it's on Casual UK. Reddit saying, oh, look, my local Indian's burnt down. I thought, that looks familiar. No.
Yeah, the horror sets in.
Oh.
But they're rebuilding it, though. They are rebuilding it. So hopefully the guys that were there can afford to get back in. And
depends on what the insurance was, or what insurance they had.
I hope they do all right. But then again, we got a few good Indians in town, but I liked that one, and I liked the guys that worked there. So you know,
there are the Indians. The Indians I find Indians more variable than Chinese. Mm-hmm, I think Chinese tend to be a set. You can there was definitely a tier list of Chinese, but they are fairly close to each other. Whereas Indians, there's some really good Indians and there's some really terrible Indians.
Yeah, I'd say so. The one on Alton Broad North.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad's in town is good. Even though they keep smashing it up, cunts.
Spiced In's quite good.
Which one's Spiced In? Where is it?
Oh, I couldn't tell off the top of my head. I just do it if I just eaten it appears at the door.
Oh, okay, cool. I think the wife has ordered quite a bit from Spiced In.
They are the more pricey of the Indians around here.
I mean, to be fair, mate, at the end of the day, if I'm not having to cook it and it's being delivered to my door, I don't give a fuck how much it costs.
Yeah. What's your go-to Indian? What do you normally have?
Oh, I don't really know off the top of my head.
Do
That's
you like chop and change, or do you have like a stand? It's all standard.
no, I change up. On Chinese, I have a set thing, but for Indian, it's just like whatever I feel like at the time.
So yeah, I normally obviously have your standards like your pilau rice, your naans, your poppadoms, your onion bhajis, and then I tend to.
Can I just throw out there? I love onion bhajis, but fuck, they make me sick.
Yes, I can see that, but I'm alright. I not so bad at them.
You lucky bastard.
I either go for your classic masala, chicken tikka masala. I do like a Rogan Josh, and if I'm really pushing out, a jalfrezi, because usually the ones I usually go to, the jalfrezi are proper hot. But do you actually interestingly, one of my favourite Indian curries, and this is going to probably surprise you, is a korma.
All right.
Because people sort of like say it's not pot because it's so mild, but I just like the taste of it. I like the flavour.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't, like, curry doesn't have to be hot.
No, it doesn't have to be hot. People seem to think it has to be hot. It's like,
yeah, that's a really annoying kind of British thing. It's got to be really spicy. It doesn't.
I've seen
I like really spicy food.
There was one restaurant on Just Eat which has a cut where it goes into the korma section, it goes for beginners. And I was it's like, no, I just like the taste of it.
I mean, mate, I'll take whatever I can get.
All right, so that's your Indian. What's your Chinese?
Chinese is usually pork chow mein or beef chow mein.
Solid choice.
Egg fried rice. Chicken balls.
Oh, good choice.
Pork balls.
Not so keen on pork balls.
I'll go with barbecue sauce. If they do spicy chips, I'll take those. I can't think off the top of my head now. It's had a brain fart. Now I'm thinking, fuck, I really want a Chinese, but I can't afford one until payday.
So I usually have the Chinese ball, the chicken ball, sorry.
I do like a good barbecue duck as well.
Yeah, I like the chicken balls. I have spring rolls. I always order a portion of spring or pancake rolls, depending on what they call them.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call.
Satay skewers. I love some chicken satay skewers. Or as I call them, rats on a stick.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
And I'll either have a house special chow mein with egg fried rice or crispy chili beef with boiled rice.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I do like some crispy chili beef, so that's all my switch between. The other tend to be the standard, but those two I do switch between.
Good call. Good call.
I
know what?
Chinese now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Chinese on payday.
Yeah.
What is it today? Thursday? Tuesday? Tuesday or fucking no? I will save it. I will save it until either the end of the month or the first of next month. I will be a good boy.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to order as much food as I can fucking eat.
Tomorrow will be kebab night for me. Tomorrow.
Lucky bastard.
I do love.
Oh yeah, because it's Friday tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Friday's kebab night.
Where are you going for your kebabs?
I usually go to Manhattan for kebabs. If I'm having a burger, I go to the Grill Hut on the Britain Estate. I go for there.
Yeah.
I usually go for my burgers. They do a lovely burger, and what I usually go for them is because my burgers, you get some southern fried, some like chicken strips. They are the only ones who do decent chicken strips, like actual chicken and actual batter that tastes nice. Everybody else's chicken strips is like what you could buy from like Tesco's, in like sort of like breadcrumbs.
Yeah, no, I have noticed we've had a bit of a knock on when it comes to takeaway food of that variety around here. Like you used to be able to get thick cut potato wedges back in the day as well.
Yeah.
A lot of places are literally just getting the stuff that's like out of a bag from Tesco's. You're like, dude, I don't want that.
But the Grill Hut do proper. I mean, you order like 6 chicken. You're basically getting like 3 chicken breasts in there if you want like 6 strips because they're just huge and they're absolutely divine. So that's burger stuff. I said I often go to like Manhattan for my kebab as well because I find the Grill Hut is good. Kebabs are really varied. They really vary in quality. You know, it depends who reads the instructions. I have a very specific instructions I have for my salad. But love a kebab, love some sauce, chili sauce.
Not a fan of salad.
Well, I usually have for my salad. I have lettuce, onion, cucumber, tomato, and chilies.
Right, I'll give you the tomatoes. I'll give you the chilies. Fuck your onions.
Oh no, onions are lovely. I could eat. You know, I could easily overeat onions.
But mate, like I say, they taste good, but I can't eat them.
What is it? Onions in general, or is it like raw onions versus cooked onions?
No, just in general.
Oh, that's a shame.
If you give me onions, I will feel very sick very quickly.
Oh, that's a real shame. I love onions.
You know, but it's like because the wife still puts onions in our food. But like I can eat it, but I am gonna suffer later for it. But I fucking dude, like I had a foot long chili dog from town from Sizzlers, and he accidentally put the onions on my order. So jumbo hot dog with cheese and hot chili sauce. But he put onions on it, knowing full well that I can't eat onions. And he was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry." I was like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna have it anyway." And they were fucking delicious. But within about an hour and a half, I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, I've made that mistake with if I overeat veg now, that sets me off. I mean, if I eat too many peas, for example, I love peas, but if I eat too many peas, I'll severely regret it the next day.
Yeah. Like I said, I just feel really shitty. Like, I reckon I'd probably feel better if I drank a bottle of scotch.
Peas make me very gaseous.
Lucky you.
I could just feel the gas slowly make its way through the digestive system, and yeah, it's not.
Well, then what you need to do is stop eating vegetables.
But I like vegetables.
No, you don't.
Yes,
I don't want to hear this. No, I don't want to hear this shit from you.
Vegetables make the meat taste better.
No, meat makes the meat taste better.
No, you've got to have your peas, you've got to have your mushrooms, you've got to have tomatoes.
I can't eat mushrooms either.
Oh, you poor sod.
I know. I fucking know. Don't start this with me, Ram.
I literally, when I do my shopping tomorrow, I'll buy like a 400-gram box of mushrooms. I'll use some probably. I'll probably use some like on a pizza or something, but the rest I'll just have like for breakfast on Sunday.
Lucky bastard.
Right
now I want Chinese and Indian, no veg.
So you want a Chin Indian or an Ionese?
Oh yeah, I want all of it, and I'll have a big burger from a place too. Yeah. Oh,
I want egg fried vegetable rice, sweet and sour cheeky balls, and the Robin's now home with his parents.
Rockin'. We'll say dolphin. Alton Broad. No, not dolphin. Mermaid. Alton Broad. Great burgers. Amazing burgers there.
I tend to get my burgers from the Grill Hut. Fish and chips. I'm not a big fan of fish. So fish and chips is awkward. I don't often have fish and chips, but I do like scampi.
Yeah, mermaid.
Yeah, so I tend to...
Mermaid or dolphin. Dolphin in town or mermaid when they're open.
Yeah, I will occasionally have fish and chips and have scampi, because I do, obviously, fish and chip shops do proper chips.
Yes.
Whereas no one else does really proper chips. So I'll occasionally have the fish and chips, but I always... Scampi and tartar sauce. I do like a bit of tartar sauce with scampi. Delicious. Mm-hmm. I have to say, the hotel is Pig Poultry, amazing food. Expensive, but amazing.
You can't live there.
My steak was £35.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, but do you know what? It was fucking worth it.
Good man.
So tender. I had it came with peppercorn sauce. Came with like chunky chips, and like this beautiful salad. I mean, a proper salad, like, with some cheese and all sorts of. It's absolutely divine. I had. I had like a pork terrine for starters. That was like £12, and I can't remember what I had for dessert. All I know is between the two of us, this meal comes to £150 between the two of us.
Oh, how the rich live, man!
That was including, that was including drinks, and the drinks are expensive. I mean, you say that I had 3 pints of cider. He had 3 gin and tonics. We both had a glass of port. And we had some odds to the table. And obviously his meal. So actually, I thought between wasn't too bad, actually, for all that. Bear in mind you're playing sort of hotel prices. But that is like
what a holiday, mate.
That's like a once a year splash out. Oh, it was divine. I mean, the gin and tonics nearly £20 by itself for G&T.
Fuck off.
Yeah. He had some of the meal, and then we had one more afterwards, but we had brought some with us to the hotel because we knew how expensive it was. Oh, update! You know I had the issue with the double bed.
Yeah.
Turns out I was a genius. I'd booked a family room.
Oh, how'd you, mate?
Which comes with 2 double beds.
Oh, winner.
So it's like, yes, I've scored here. So we had a lovely big family room with 2 double beds. So comfortable. Brilliant for up in the morning. Oh, it was divine. Sometimes I suppose I think I'm just going out to stay at the hotel, just have a good meal out the night before and then fly up the next day, and I don't really care about the show, really, to be honest. It's just an excuse to get
Well, yeah,
pissed.
it's just a holiday, isn't it?
It's an excuse to get pissed. We need to do this, Skazz. We need to go on a randos holiday. Me and you to a hotel. We'll have a nice supper meal the night before. Get a bit merry, and then a lovely breakfast the next day.
I was going to say, get a bit merry, mate. I just have to look at a beer these days to be completely sloshed.
That's fine. You're a nice cheap date then. It's fine.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I saw stuck to the spirits that I was actually all right. Surprised. I had one of those nights where, whatever reason, I had, what did I have? I had 3 pints, 4 if you count the one before we started, 4 pints of cider, glass of port, then probably 2 rum and cokes, then went back to the hotel, had 2 hobgoblins, and honestly, I was fine. I don't know why I was in the right mode. I mean, sometimes I can have 3 beers and I feel a bit tipsy. I am absolutely fine. I was at that dangerous level of drunk, in that if you said to me, "Do you feel fit enough to drive your vehicle?" I'd have gone, "Yes," but no.
Totally. But it was sloshed.
No, I was quite saying my friend was he was quite sloshed. Bless him. But doesn't do it very often. I could do it all again on Saturday anyway, because I've been told I've got to have for whatever reason, his daughters like me. I don't know why. And they have decided to throw me a birthday party. So on Saturday, I'm going to a second 40th birthday party round his, because they've all decided to throw me a birthday party.
As you do.
And it's
Why not?
Okay. I mean, it feels a bit weird, but okay.
Take as many as you can get, mate.
I'm like the Queen now. I'm having 2 parties.
No, I was about to say.
They've got a vacancy now because of, what's his face has been done for being a nonce. So they've got a vacancy. Perhaps I could sort of jump in.
I don't know, mate. I reckon the day you get in is the day they all get booted out and you get blamed for everything.
Can you imagine if I somehow, by sheer luck, managed to marry into the royal family?
I could see it.
I could see it. I'm far too common for them.
Mate.
I'm too common, guys. I've only been fox hunting 6 times this year. I'm too common.
Yeah, only 6, you peasant.
I know. I can't afford to anymore. So. I need to buy myself a shotgun at some point as well. Just throw it out there.
Another one? I thought you'd already bought one.
I've got one. I want to buy another one. I want a side-by-side.
Well, no, I thought you had long.
Then I can LARP time splitters.
Oh, for Christ's sake! No, I could have sworn you bought a shotty no more than was it last year?
I bought one a few years ago. Yeah, so I want to buy another one.
Oh, okay, as you do.
I need to get a new air rifle as well.
As you do.
I'm sort of arming up. I've got the musket, I've got the couple of shotguns, I've got the air rifle. We're sort of arming up.
Yeah, sure. British government.
I don't think we'll be doing much with the air rifle. They're not exactly particularly powerful.
Oh, you could annoy some people with it though, so that's all that matters. That's where your warning shots come from.
Yeah, I've got a paintball gun in there, I suppose. I could add that into the mix.
They sting like fuck.
They do. I've actually got all the airsoft guns still up in the loft, so I could get them down.
They also somewhat sting.
I was half tempted to just, as a joke, get all my airsoft guns and just mount them on the wall, like you see, in an armory.
Why not?
Just to freak people out.
Why not? Because we got ours before we had to start painting them fucking orange and all that shit.
Yeah, I want to get a sword as well at some point.
I've got a couple of those.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked at. I want like a proper one, not like one for one. There's a couple blacksmiths who make swords. I've always wanted to learn blacksmithing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've always wanted to sort of give that a go, but it's just you need stuff to do it.
Yes, I'd imagine it'd be quite expensive to get into.
I imagine a forge is quite expensive. I don't think you can do it on your barbecue.
I mean, you could try.
I don't think it get hot enough.
Mate, just start doing some mods.
forge a nail. I've also been tempted to get into leather working.
I know a few people who do leather working.
I was tempted. I seriously going to buy like the kits and stuff and just give it a go, just to make sort of like stuff. Then I thought, what would I make? I do know one person who had to pivot. They started originally, their original leatherworking career was making custom bridles for horses. They then discovered this was also applicable to other interests.
Yes,
Yes.
sure.
And so they have pivoted into these other interests and now make more money making bridles not for horses.
Yeah, that does not surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah. But there you go.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. Whatever you do. Right. I'm going to be pretty honest with you, Skazz. I've not played anything because I've been away. So.
Oh dear.
So I've been kind of fiddling, to be honest with you, Skazz.
Oh, that explains it. Because the terrible thing is, Ram, neither have I.
But you've got a Steam controller.
Oh yeah, I do. Hang on. Huh. So, for the audio viewers, there's a Steam controller in my hand. This is the Steam Controller 2, not the Steam Controller 1.
It's got two analog-sticks and 2 touchpads.
Yes, I was quite a fan of the Steam Controller 1. The only downside to the Steam Controller 1 was that it didn't have a second stick. That's the only problem I had with that controller. And so I'll go, well, what about the first D-pad? It didn't even have a D-pad on it. It did. That was the first trackpad. Yeah, but that's not a D-pad. It was still good enough. Shut the fuck up. It did the job. Right. Short but sweet. Steam controller. It's a controller. Do you need one? No. If you already have a control pad. No. If you don't have one, maybe get one. Do I think it's a good pad? Yes. It's surprisingly comfortable, given its size. It almost looks like it's about the same size as a PS5 pad.
I was going to say, it looks pretty big from what I could see. It looks pretty bulky.
Well, for me, it's not massive, but...
No. But I suppose the real estate in the middle is like empty on a normal controller anyway, so it's not like
yes, so if I don't know if I've got another pad. No, I haven't. I was going to say if I had another pad, I'd show you. But yeah, generally speaking, on every other pad, it's just a big old fucking gap where the touchpads and that are. In fairness, actually, looking at it, this looks like a very cheap Chinese pad with a fat bit in the middle of it to put trackpads on it. But, you know, it's okay. The shape, it falls really comfortably in the hands. However, I've heard people complain about the 4 buttons on the grips on the back.
Okay.
All right. I don't know why they're complaining about these buttons because they're not ridiculously easy to press. And by default, so when you launch up a game and you've got a control pad hooked up, most games tend to just get mapped to X input. So like an Xbox pad.
Yes.
So your Steam controller will just function like an Xbox pad. All the same buttons, all the same sticks.
So
great.
A, B, X, Y, D-pad, 2 analog sticks, and your shoulder buttons, 4 shoulder buttons.
Yeah. Right? The back buttons don't do fuck unless you tell them to. The gyroscope in it doesn't do shit unless you tell it to or unless you assign a profile to it using Steam input that has that kind of stuff enabled. So why people are like whining about some of these buttons, I don't know. My only issue with the buttons is that depending on how you hold them, your fingers don't automatically kind of glide into that position. They can, once you get used to them, your hand will kind of slip in. But until then, I tend to find that I'm pressing more with the middle of my fingers rather than my fingertips. But, you know, I imagine what Valve is aiming for is that when you grip the pad, you grip with your, you've got your hands set up so that you've got your pointy fingers going in for your bumpers, like L1, R1, LB, RB, your shoulder buttons. And then you have your fucking long digits, your middles in for the triggers. And then the remaining fingers would fit on the 4 grippy buttons in the middle, or at the back. But I don't hold my pad like that. So I use one set of fingers for both shoulder buttons, like the shoulders and the triggers.
Yeah.
But, generally speaking, it's okay. Update process, really simple. You bust it out of the box, and it comes with a puck, the control pad, and a USB cable. The puck is also your wireless receiver and your charger. It's magnetic. You just kind of slap it on when you're finished, and it'll just keep the battery charged. If you take it apart, the battery is very easily removable. So if at any point this thing kind of manks out, you can just easily replace the battery. The sticks, I think, are magnetic, like Hall style. I don't know if they're actually Hall sticks, but they're designed in such a way whereby you're not likely to get stick drift. So these sticks should last quite a while. I'm a little bummed that we don't get dual stage triggers on L2 R2 like you did on the first Steam pad, because that had like a second stage when you pulled in the trigger, and that would act like a button press as you bottomed it out. But obviously they want this to mirror the Steam controller as much as possible, the Steam Deck as much as possible. So any layout.
According to the internet, the sticks are not Hall effect; they are TMR, tunnel magnetoresistance.
Sure.
Which are like a fancier version. They're like the next level up from Hall effect, but they are anti-drift.
Cool. That works great. I just wish they'd done the same for the Steam Deck, so I'm pretty sure they haven't yet. It is a nice pad. You can see that Valve has put in a lot of thought. Every device that they've made since, when was the original Steam pad out? 2015?
Oh, yeah,
like
must be at least
you can see us all leading to stuff like this. To the re-release of the Steam Machine, the new controller. And I still think the first Steam controller was really good.
Yeah, I did an OG Steam controller.
I'd say the bonus here is that because these inputs map perfectly to a Steam Deck, unlike the original Steam controller, there are some applications. So if they had controller layouts made for original Steam controller, they won't translate directly to this because obviously there's an extra stick. You don't have the dual stage inputs. The original Steam pad only had single paddles on the back rather than the 4 buttons you've got on the back. So the bonus here is that if someone creates a profile on this pad or on the Steam Deck, it should appear in the community layouts tab if you launch a game that maybe isn't supported by a standard controller, and then you can assign the same profile that maybe you've made on the deck or on the pad. So
I mean, if they've made a profile that basically maps using Xbox cell layout, you'll be fine.
Well, I mean, like every game does that, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, so for example, with the original Steam controller, I used to be able to play World of Warcraft with it because the trackpads, you could set them up to be radial dials. And so I set them up so that I could set my skill bars as 0 through 9. And then I could go, right, well, I want charge to be in the if I got at 3 o'clock, I can have attack if I got a 12, and like all that kind of stuff. And then have a separate set of skills on another menu on the other trackpad. But this is what I mean. Like, so generally, this will just map out as a if you use the pad on pretty much any game that has a console port, it will just function as an Xbox pad. All of the other buttons can be configured using Steam inputs. You can go, I want my back triggers to be whatever button on a keyboard. I want a radial dial on my trackpads. I want to make it so that I've got gyroscopic aim, say when I grip the back of the controller. You can do all that kind of stuff. Then you can save it as a profile, and then other people can download that profile. But those same profiles will also function on the Steam Deck. So whereas before, because the layouts were different, Steam Controller 1 layouts won't map one-to-one to this pad. Or to any game that only supports, say, mouse and keyboard. For example, games like Stalker, Half-Life, trying to think of random old PC games, Thief, or Vampire, the Masquerade. You could map all of the buttons on here. You just go Steam input. I want the analog stick to be like WASD. I want trackpad, right trackpad to be mouse input, and all that. And you can just save the profile, and then you or anyone else can download it, modify it. So it's not quite the same as just hooking up an Xbox pad, but by default it will just function as an Xbox pad or mouse and keyboard if the game doesn't support it.
Can you save is it like a profile per game, or can you save like a generic profile, like the left controller always was the
yes,
so you can have a generic profile, like if you always reconfigure your keys in your game to the same key bindings, you can do it once and then you wouldn't have to worry. Oh, that's cool.
Yep. You can set up all your own key bindings and stuff, so you can go like, oh, well, I like C button for crouch, and I'll make crouch be R5, which is down by your finger on the back of it. And you can go, there you go. So I'm running along. I'll have my
muscle memory for the brain.
Yeah, so you can go, I'm going to use WASD on the left stick. I'll have C down on this back bit to crouch. I'll have right and left mouse on the triggers, that kind of stuff. Like, you can set all of that up, which is why Steam Input is so rad, and when they introduced it with the original Steam controller. But they opened up Steam Input to pretty much every pad anyway, because not many people bought the Steam controller, or they didn't use the Steam controller. So you can actually activate Steam Input on an Xbox pad, on a PlayStation pad, on a fucking Nintendo Switch pad, or some random generic controller. So you can remap all of the buttons for non-controller supported games using Steam Input on anything anyway. Just obviously the Steam pad has extra hardware to allow you to, say, better map mouse input or keyboard input to it, because obviously it's got the trackpads and stuff like that. But I will say, for anyone going, this is the greatest controller since sliced bread, my gods, this is the control pad that PC gamers have been waiting for. No, it isn't. The controller that PC gamers have been waiting for is a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
And anything that you play with a control pad already maps to every other control pad anyway. It's only going to be those like niche cases where control isn't going to be supported.
Yeah.
That this might have a bit of an advantage over any other pad.
It's got more inputs on it, though, hasn't it? By the looks of it, or
yes, it does. Yeah. But then, I mean, you can buy like a Pro, is it the dual? I can't remember what Sony call it, but they've got like the dual sense edge thing where it's got like extra buttons on the back, and Xbox has their own Elite pad as well. A bunch of third-party pads have mappable buttons and stuff on the back. So, I mean, the only real extra button you're going to have that's usable, or the extra feature that you'll have, is the trackpads. But I can't think of many people that are actually sat on their sofa playing their mouse and keyboard like strategy games. Like, some people are. I have, and I've played like World of Warcraft and stuff with it.
I can imagine it being good for things like either turn-based stuff or things like The Sims. I could imagine it being good for.
Yeah, but then in some cases, Sims has had console ports, so I don't know like if there's a mod to allow you to do that. But like, you would need the mod if you've already got the thing. World of Warcraft has got a mod to allow you to play on a control pad too. It's the trouble I have with, and you know I'm going to do this because I always do this because I'm an asshole. I get a bit wound up with people talking about the Steam controller like it's the second coming. They weren't there for the first one. They didn't even try to learn the first one. And the majority of people going there sucking its cock is because it gets views. Two, it's Valve. So again, they're sucking its cock and it gets views. And they're not even the people that would use the features that they're talking about. Like they wouldn't do it. Most of the people that are buying this thing are just going to use it like an Xbox pad.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Majority of the games that people are going to play with this thing will already function on a pad. Because I've found in years of using the original Steam controller, comboing mouse and keyboard and controller, which you can do on some PC ports. Like you can just go, oh no, my control pad's ran out. I'm just going to go to mouse and keyboard. If you decide you want to say like have a control pad to move, like backwards, forwards, left, right. You want to have regular control pad menus to bring up like weapon switching and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden you want like like you want mouse to aim. Like you could do that. However, when things go wrong, they really went wrong, and they still do with this pad. So a lot of the people who are saying, "Oh yeah, you can do mixes and all that." Yeah, you can, but you probably won't. Like you'll have a slightly better control on like yes, I can enable gyro aim and stuff. Yeah, you can, but 9 times out of 10 if the game doesn't actually support gyro aim, you're going to be doing some weird mouse and keyboard layout switching here, and that can really fuck with the game. But I do think it's a nice pad. It's what, 85 quid. I do think it's worth it. It's comfortable, and I struggle with comfort on control pads.
Yeah,
works fine on Linux. Although I would recommend if you are using Wayland on Linux, go into your settings and then just type in permissions, and you will get some options for Legacy X11 support. Click that menu and then tell it to stop showing the fucking input dialog box to confirm whether or not you want external devices to function. So on Linux, using stuff like the Steam controller or any device that is detected as something other than a control pad can throw up a third-party or external input detected kind of box, and it says like, do you want to allow this device to control your system? If you're using Steam controller, Steam Deck, not on the deck, but like if you were to say use the deck to do like in-home streaming, that box would come up as soon as you touched one of the trackpads or certain buttons. So like if you were playing a mouse and keyboard game, it would then throw that up and say, oh no, we can't play the game. And then all of a sudden the game would freeze. You'd have to go to the host computer and then click that dialog box to allow those inputs to go through. Go into your settings and tick the disable dialog box thing. It means that your security's dropped a bit, but it will get rid of that dialog box to just allow you to use stuff like Steam in-home streaming and bits like that. It makes the Steam controller infinitely more usable, so you're not sat there screaming at it as it disables all inputs because a dialog box has come up.
Oh, top tier there for everybody. So that's good.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I like the pad.
Well, we're going to see how you get on. So we're going to see how you get on with Harvey there, on Sunday then.
Yes, because if I had to be honest with you, it'll probably save my hands a great deal. I'm really struggling these days with a mouse and keyboard. My hands go numb very quickly these days, and I will say the last time we played Harvey there, I was quite uncomfortable. You'd actually start to see, if you watch the footage, you'll actually start to see my character kind of strafe every now and then. And that's just because I'm losing the feeling in my fingertips and I'm accidentally pressing the button.
Well, I think that's always good. So,
Nailed it.
Which brings us on to, the show's on to, so you can come join us this weekend for our second stream of RV There Yet, which will be on twitch.tv/roundnerds. Check out RV There. We're going to be finishing and hopefully getting out Mabutts Valley and possibly starting the second map. That'll be good. So you can come join us for that. You can also join us on our next podcast, which will be on and I really should look at the dates up before we start doing this. I really should do this in advance. We'll be on the 4th of June. We're next podcast. Isn't that? No, it's 4th of July. It's the American one, isn't it? 4th of June.
Yes.
Yeah. 4th of June, and they'll be here on at roundnerds.tv. Sorry. You can join us on our next podcast, which will be on the 4th of June at twitch.tv/roundnerds or youtube.com/roundnerds at 6:30 GMT +1 in the evening, 18:30 if you're in real time. So come to us for Games Day on Sunday, which will be in the UK starting at 9 o'clock. Elsewhere, different. It's starting 9 o'clock. So I really should plan this in advance, guys. I really do. I'll get this in the edit. It's fine. I'll get this in the edit.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not like we've done this before, is it?
No. So from me, the Suffolk Cram.
Skazz, yes.
Thank you very much for joining us, guys, and we hope you see you in the future.
Take it easy, guys.